Okay. Hello. 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 Is it on? Hello. Hello. Okay. I think it's on. So, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm Steve Lowis. I thank you so much for coming down tonight. It's a real pleasure. It's the first show that we're putting on at the Art House. I used to run a night called the Three Monkeys, which I ran for 8 years. We finished in 2018, and this is the first sort of show that we're trialing out, sort of see how we can make it happen. Really, again, I do give some of the solo artists that have come and for you all to kind of listen to their original material, and so this is renamed it as In the Round. But like I say, thank you very much for coming down. Tonight we've got, give us a round of applause for Rob Clamp. He's a Southampton musician. And then we've got Carley Varley. Has come from Bournemouth tonight. So it's a real selection of South Coast artists. We've got Fugitive Orchestra. He's come from Portsmouth tonight. So we're going to do, it's a bit of a unique night, a bit of a unique setup. So we start off with Rob, and we're going to have one song in a round, basically. And so each artist will play 3 rounds, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll have another 3 rounds. So hope you really enjoy it, and yeah, have a great night. Cheers.
Hey, Steve. Right, I guess I'm starting this off. First of all, I'm relieved to say nobody's come here for the boxing, so it's just... this song's called The Riverside.
Take me to the riverside where we can watch the birds dance with the bees. Find ourselves and fall in love, blossom falling from the trees, yeah. Put pen and paper for a purpose, writing puts you in your place. I'll be by the riverside if you want them, come and stay, yeah. At the riverside you'll find your thoughts and doubts. Wash your face and cleanse your fears. Here we lie on this sacred ground, and there's nowhere else to be, and there's no feeling quite like this. Oh no, 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 at the riverside, please take me home. Take me to the riverside where we can watch the hounds jump through long grass. Dragonflies in personal space, walking off the beaten track, yeah. At the riverside you'll find your thoughts and doubts. Wash your face and cleanse your fears. Here we lie on this sacred ground, and there's nowhere else to be, and there's no feeling quite like this. Take me to the riverside. Take me to the riverside. Oh no, no, no. At the riverside, please take me home to the river.
Thanks.
That was ace.
Go for it, Carley, yeah.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Carley Varley, as Steve said, and for those wondering, yes, that is my real name as well, not just a stage name. Yeah, people often look at me and they think it's got to be a stage name. No, I used to have to take my birth certificate to gigs to prove it as well, because people were like, nah, there's no way that's your name. So this is a song called Won't Say Sorry, and it's about being really annoyed at a friend and you're in a stubborn, like, face-off almost, where you feel like they should say sorry, but they feel like you should say sorry. And you're both like, no, I shouldn't have to apologise. So I hope you like it. Things are broken, but they are pretty events. Yeah, you said some things you shouldn't have said. attraction. You want an apology. You won't get the satisfaction. My pride and your envy have a fatal attraction. You want an apology. You won't get the satisfaction. This isn't fair. Forgiveness is earned and you don't seem to care. One stupid mistake. I called you my friend, but it's your mess demand. I can't let this go. I won't say sorry. This isn't fair. Forgiveness is earned and you don't seem to care. One stupid mistake. I called you my friend, but it's your mess demand. I can't let this go. And now I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Lovely jubbly. Sorry, I didn't say that because your name is Carley Varley. I just say lovely jubbly at things. But now I feel like I've done a rhyming thing. Hi guys, my name is James. My superhero name is Fugitive Orchestra. I play under an alias because I think it makes me sound a bit taller. And I'll kick things off with a song called Already Night. I wrote this quite some time ago, and I think I was trying to write like a sort of twisted Aesop's fable that was maybe written on a napkin in a Greasy Spoon cafe or something like that. So it goes like this. It's in F sharp minor for anyone listening at home who wonders what key it's in. Your daily bread's the same for all of us. You took a mouthful of sin and washed it down with a spoonful of stardust. You drank down the sun if you thought you could fit it in your glass. Forever is a bad word. Eternity is a curse. But happy are the lucky ones. You thrown so many sticks and stones at those and you tried to get over your fear of the light, but when you opened your eyes it was already night. And forever is a bad word. Eternity is a curse. But happy are the lucky ones. Those in love got it worse. And so the story goes, it comes as no surprise. But if you think the end is inside you, you must be blind in both eyes. You've got a mouth full of teeth and a heart full of pain. Well, most of us, we all feel the same. But you never admit it unless you were forced to take off your mask. Forever is a bad word. Eternity is a curse. But happy are the lucky ones. Those in love got it worst. They got it worst.
Cracking, James.
Thank you, mate.
Right, I should probably actually start introducing songs. I realised I didn't do that. And
That's all right. You,
yeah.
you were kicking it off. You
Yeah,
had
that was the
pressure.
thing. I thought I had to just get on with it. That was what was. So basically, this next song is it's a song about I spent like most of my 20s single, and it's a bit of a nightmare really being single in your 20s because you're panicking and you're seeing people getting married and having kids and stuff, and I was like, what's wrong with me? We got this issue with the 21st century, which is essentially it's online dating. It's things like Tinder or Bumble or Plenty of Fish, or Grindr, whatever your taste is. This is going somewhere, by the way. You like them and you go and meet them as long as they don't seem too weird and they're not going to kill you. And you go and you meet them and you do this thing subconsciously, which you don't intend to do, which is you're kind of just spending a lot of the time just working out whether you're actually attracted to them or not. Because you've started to get to know them already before you've actually seen them in person. So you turn into a very shallow person without intending to do so. And you don't necessarily pay attention to what they're actually saying. So this is a song about how I met my girlfriend. It's called Gone with the Wind. And I've hidden most of it behind old movie quotes and stuff. But yeah, been together for 2 years now, so hopefully it works for some people. Could I get a bit more mic? Is that all right? Yeah, he's saying yeah. I'm getting a yeah. That's good. A bit too there. That'll be better. Right. Okay. Yeah. Gone with the Wind. There's a sing-along part as well, so if people want to sing along, it's kind of obvious what's going to happen. So anyway, I'll shut up. So you told me to talk, and now I've talked to you.
Gone with the wind, I feel a tingle on my neck as my mind will want to explore. Why do beginnings have to end? What have you said? I zoned out for a second just to watch your lips move. I don't regret my actions up till now. Sure as houses, my mind's gone blank, 'cause I'm struggling to think straight. I didn't doubt myself till I was running out of time, and clearly it was too late. I couldn't write it down, but the way you look is too beautiful to explain. And all I heard you say was sha-la-la-la, la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Walking away, you epitomize perfection, and you are the real deal. Why can't I say what I'd like? Sure as houses, my mind's gone blank, 'cause I'm struggling to think straight. I didn't doubt myself till I was running out of time, and clearly it was too late. I couldn't write it down, and the way you look is too beautiful to explain. And all I heard you say was sha-la-la-la, la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. And as we go to leave, you turn and say to me, here's looking at you, kid. I didn't like the movie, but I loved your silence. I think you might just be my type. There's nothing worse than saying what you're thinking when you don't want feedback. Will you stay with me tonight? And I said, sha-la-la-la, la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, oh la-la-la-la, oh la-la-la-la, oh la-la-la-la. I will stay with you if you'd like.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it right. So sometimes I write really sad songs. So after that nice happy tune, I'm gonna bring the mood right down. Mic up a little bit. Oh, do you think I need that? Yes? A little bit? Is it okay to have slightly more of my voice, please? Sorry, I do talk quietly. It's because I get nervous. It's about a friendship breakup, but it could also be about a breakup. And it's that kind of period of life where you've gone your separate ways and you feel like you never really knew them, or like they never really cared, I guess. And so this is Miss Me, bringing the mood down. Here we go. There's nothing more that I can say to you, nothing more that I want to. Time has just never moved since I've been missing you, and you damn well know I'm still letting you go, and you don't even miss me, and you don't even care. Were you ever with me? Your love isn't fair. There's nothing more that I can do, but there is something that I want to. Can I see you one last time? Maybe then I'll be fine, 'cause you damn well know I'm still letting you go, and you don't even miss me, and you don't even care. Were you ever with me? Your love isn't fair, and you've moved on. That's not wrong. What's wrong is holding on when it's been so long. Do you even miss me? Do you even care? Were you ever with me? Your love isn't fair. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Bringing the mood down, nice and sad.
Lovely stuff from my compatriots in sound. I'm also, that was a nice noise. Oh. We'll try and incorporate that somehow. It was me thinking wearing glasses was a slight challenge, but it brings new percussive opportunities. That's cool. So I'm a big believer in kind of peeling back the curtain in sort of performance and stuff like that. So I'm going to confess that I played that first song quite wrong. I sang all the right words and not in the right order. And so I have this here device with lyrics on to hopefully make sure that doesn't happen in this song. Thank you very much. I might re-record it and that's a little peek behind the curtain that you'll know I'll go home slightly disappointed. It's all good. It's all right. I'm going to drown my sorrows in a Kit Kat muffin shortly. Hopefully, it's the last one though, so I've got it all to play for. This song is called Bread and Butter. It is all about being apart from the people that we love. I'm very fortunate in that during lockdowns, I lived with my partner, who's now my wife. But I know there were lots of people that were apart from the people that they really care about in like a big way, like they're in a different country and I can't visit them. And you know, so we did our best to kind of bridge the gaps in geography and all that sort of stuff. But I kind of wrote this trying to get in the mindset of people that were really suffering for that reason. And it was kind of greatly inspired by a TV show called Monk, starring the amazing Tony Shalhoub as a obsessive-compulsive detective. And that's where the title comes from. So it goes like this.
I was checking the flight path for our rendezvous. I was counting the lampposts between me and you. If time is a rumor that we all believe in, then we might as well be trapped in a burning building. And the night comes and the world falls asleep. And the breadcrumbs don't lead you to me. Could you be the bread and butter? Pretending that life is never ending, things will never be the same. Could you be the bread and butter and hold me together till I see you again? My head is a box of secrets, somehow you unlatched me. And climb on the trapeze, 'cause I know that you catch me. I'm in free fall. There's so much I don't understand. I feel like I've been falling since I let go of your hand. And the night comes and the world falls asleep. Don't lead you to me. Time is a rhythm that lives in between my window panes. Could you be the bread and butter and hold all the pieces of my name? If we ever stop pretending that life is never ending, things will never be the same. Could you be the bread and butter and hold me together till I see you again? I'm lost without you. I'm lost. I'm lost without you. I'm lost. Time is a rhythm that lives in between my window pane. Could you be the bread and butter and hold all the pieces of my name? If we ever stop pretending that life is never ending, things will never be the same. Could you be the bread and butter and hold me together till I see you again? Could you be the bread and butter and hold me together till I see you again?
What key was that in, James, just for the people at home?
Oh, thank you. B minor.
I'm happy you knew as well. Didn't mean to test you. That was awesome. Right, so my next song is a song called My Escape. Basically, I moved to Cornwall a few years ago and spent a bit of time, just kind of the whole majority of a year, just kind of surfing and living with this close mate of mine that I'd grown up with. And essentially, when we were about 15, he just didn't come to school. He just stopped coming to school, like randomly. It was just a bit out of the blue. And it transpired that he was having some issues up here, I guess. But we didn't really know. It's really difficult to explain that to teenagers. And we didn't properly see him again until college. Like, he more or less had 2 years off, and he'd pretty much stopped eating. That was his thing. And he took all this time away, and it coincided, his recovery coincided with him finding surfing. And when I moved to Cornwall and I lived with him, it made me realize the biggest differences between him finding his escape, which is surfing, and me finding mine, which is music. So I've kind of written this song for him. I'll also I'll dedicate it to his mum as well. She passed away recently, and she's a wonderful woman. Her name's Claire. So this song's called My Escape. Yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Rain on my back, sand in my hair, and the weight of the world on my mind. An old cabin track, a solitary, the fortunate one, well, the taste of my skin turning sweet. Out in the surf, no talk about work, I'm right where I need to be. Where the lost don't wanna be found, washed up while I'm on my way down. I've been riding the crest of a wave, and there's no way back. This is my escape. Turns to green in an old man's dream, and the witch doctor sings for the rain. An album is lost, collateral cost, the archbishop has nothing to say. The great ocean road, hold on to, let go, well, you can lose something you won't keep. A bilingual place, you believe in fate, it's the footpath where I'm meant to be. Where the lost don't wanna be found, washed up while I'm on my way down. I've been riding the crest of a wave, and there's no
my brother and his girlfriend. They were going through a little bit of a tough time. Don't worry, this is a happy song though. It's not a sad song. And it's about like working really hard in a relationship to make it work, because they both hit a point where they were like, don't really know if I can do this anymore. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, like what's going to happen here? And then they totally worked it out, and they've been working really, really hard on like just loving each other better, I guess. And I thought that's a really cool thing to write a song about. And don't worry, I did ask my bro permission to tell that story. I'm not just airing his relationship stuff. So this is Shaw, and I really hope that you like it.
You can't predict. Let's give our hearts a minute. Wait, don't leave right now. Yeah, we can work this all out. We won't always be in the clouds. Hidden little doubts. They either will or won't come out. We can fight through the storm and make our way to shore, but we may not be sure. But we can fight through the storm and make our way to shore, but we may not be sure if we want this anymore. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Wait, don't hold a grudge. You know I love you so much, even when you're too much. Hidden little doubts. They either will or won't come out. But we can fight through the, but we may not be sure. But we can fight through the storm and make our way to shore. But we may not be sure if we want this anymore. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. We may have our doubts, but we can just fight our way out. But we did fight through the storm. We made our way to shore, and now we can't be sure. But we did fight through the storm. We made our way to shore, and now we can't be sure that we want this so much more.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, brother was like, you can air my dirty laundry, it's all right. I was like, well, you know. He was like, give it context. I was like, all right.
There we go.
Weenie,
Thank you. So we're back. This is my sad song, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, sad songs for the win.
Yeah, so big thank you.
It's always a sad
don't even mean it, guys. I wrote it as a dare. I'll take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to Steve, wonderful man, believer of musicians, believer in musicians. Yes, 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 yes. You wonderful selves, seat warmers, music lovers, good people, and of course, thank you so much to the Art House. This is my first time here, and love what you've done with the place. Especially love the toy baby's arm on a gear that kind of rotates like a sort of semi-demented clock. It's amazing. Right, so this is a song I in the last couple of years, kind of pandemic times really, threw myself into live streaming and things like that, and one thing I learned to trust was kind of the impulse to just improvise some stuff and sing lyrics as they come to your noggin. And this is a song that kind of came out of that. I've always wanted to have a song that does the major to minor thing, and so I made it happen in this one. I'm really proud of myself. This one's called Nothing's Wrong. Lost in translation, this train of thought is leaving the station. Destination unknown. Caught in the crossfire, burned by our desire. Who put these words in my mouth? Who planted the seeds among the weeds with barely light enough to feel? You're still looking backwards, wondering what's real. And you say that the show must go on, though the wheels have all come off. We're pretending nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Reached your conclusions, taken down all your illusions. I see myself reflected in your eyes. Time is all but forgot the lessons we were taught. Should we sit and wait for September skies when we planted the seeds among the weeds with barely light enough to grow? Our time will come while we're still young, but in life there are no guarantees. And I'm on my knees. Since this heartbreak, you've forgotten how to feel. You're still looking backwards, wondering what's real. And you say that the show must go on, though the wheels have all come off. We're pretending nothing's wrong, and we say that the show must go on, though the wheels have all come off. We're pretending nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Cheers.
Okay, guys.
Oh no, I've got a cup of tea as well. I've got one on stage with me now.
Yeah, you get us again with Rob Clark.
Wasn't ready yet, but that's fine. Introduce the guy who's obviously not. What song am I going to play now? All right, so this next song is the first song I ever released by myself. I only started releasing songs during the pandemic. What a time to do it! It's not like anybody else did that. But I guess it's just a song that I've written about. I've done a fair amount of traveling, and I've had a few gap years, and yeah, I guess it's kind of about that kind of mindset. But then also, there was a time a few years ago where I felt like I was working like really, really hard at music, and I think all of us will probably agree there have been times in our musical careers where you feel like you're not actually getting the opportunities that you feel like you deserve for the hard work you put in. Where it's not something like you just work hard and eventually you get there. It's like you need to work hard and then also get the luck that goes along with it. And if you go through a phase where you don't get that luck, you end up kind of just, really questioning what it's all about. So I guess this song in a way is about my lifestyle and the way that it made me feel at the time. It's called Wind in My Hair.
I've been running all my life. The clock keeps turning, the hands of time. With the wind in my hair and the spring in my step, I've been falling over my feet. The angels that call my name, they will remember me. With the wind in my hair and the spring in my step, eyes on the sky and I'll chase that sunset. And it's cold out here alone, but I've got to walk my own path, and I've got to make the dream last. Eyes on the sky and I'll chase that sunset. Oh yeah, I've been fighting tooth and nail. If you give up on your first setback, then you are destined to fail. With the wind in your hair and the spring in your step, eyes on the sky and I'll chase that sunset. And it's cold out here alone, but I've got to walk my own path, and I've got to make the dream last. And I can't give up again. I know where the story starts, but how does it end? I've been flying I said, oh, I don't know where I will go, but I know where I'll end up, with the wind in my hair and the spring in my step. Eyes on the sky and I'll chase that sunset, and it's cold out here alone, and it's cold out here alone, and it's cold. Out here alone. Thank you.
Oh, hello again. So, sorry to mention the lockdown, but this is when I wrote that song. This is, well, during the first lockdown, I'm a full-time musician, for those who haven't seen me before, and so I was a little bit devastated, like a lot of people were. I couldn't gig anymore, couldn't do anything like that, and so all I did was rewatch Friends a million times, eat Oreos and cry. My husband will tell you. And so I thought, right, what am I going to do? I'm going to Taylor Swift this situation, and I'm going to write a song about it. And I was like, right, cool, let's do this. So I decided to write a song about the anxiety that I was feeling, because I think everyone felt in that time that they just didn't know what the heck was going to happen. And so I was like, right, okay, I'm going to focus and write a song. And so this is a song called Going Under. It is I guess a sad song disguised as a happy song. So I hope you like it. And oh no, I just keep on falling down the same road alone. And oh no, I know this won't end, but it doesn't feel like it though. My mind, it is so heavy, feels like I'll never be ready. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I try to stay afloat, but there's no hope. I can't stop myself from going under. And oh no, honestly, I'm trying just to stay afloat. And oh no, another storm, another swarm, and I'm at the end of my rope. My mind, it is so heavy, feels like I'll never be ready. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I try to stay afloat, but there's no hope. I can't stop myself from going under. From going under anymore. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I try to stay afloat, but there's no hope. I can't stop myself from going under. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I can't stop myself from going under anymore. I try to stay afloat, but there's no hope. I can't stop myself from going under. Oh, thank you very much, thank you.
There it is, sports fans. There it is. Maybe. Yes. Yeah, me and Mike Stans, we are not always good. Okay. Again, absolutely lovely stuff from my colleagues in sound. A couple of people I've not yet introduced. This is Loretta. She's a baritone guitar. It's not a thing that I did up until I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and it started with a guitar called Gladys, and now they all have names. This is Beryl. Some of them are named after people. Some of them just kind of relate to qualities that I think they should have. Like I feel like Loretta knows a way around a sort of Arizona plain kind of thing. Anyway, so this is a song. This is again kind of comes out of trusting the instinct to just write words and sing words in a kind of a live situation. It's called Beautiful Fools, and I guess sort of picking over the rubble of live recordings and stuff, and kind of rehashing over things. You maybe these guys can relate. You read words that you've written sometime earlier, and you're like, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So this is one of those songs. So I guess we're the beautiful fools, and there are sadly, without trying to sound conspiracy theorist and stuff, but there are many people out there who don't have our best interests at heart, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid, and that's kind of what this is about.
Are you settling for second best? It's unraveling just like all the rest. You need a hero to iron your cape. Then you'll find the strength to escape. It's irrelevant to your day. Intelligence, but still you had to say. You need the quiet to ease your host. But your mind is a cabinet of ghosts. Do they take us for beautiful fools when we're playing by different rules? Is there an answer to the question of the self? Is the act of asking it bad for your health? You need a spirit to help you hold a grudge. Then you can learn to walk without your crutch. Do they take us for beautiful fools when we're playing by different rules? There's only so much we can stand, and they say it's all going to plan? Can you absolve the gods of their work, putting you here on earth till they take us for beautiful fools when we're playing by different rules? Do they think we were born yesterday and haven't learned the words we need to say, to ask for stones for our glass house? Then we'll let these vengeful spirits out. There's only so far we can go. Let's rip up and start a new status quo. Cheers.
Lovely stuff again, guys. Lovely stuff. This next song is it's a song I wrote probably about this time last year. It was my grandma's 89th birthday. She's like the last one left of my grandparents, which is like quite a sad thing. But she did this thing for her 89th birthday where, whilst socially distancing, showed us, like, we call it the Book of Dead, and it's a photo album of people she knew growing up. And obviously, like, everyone's dead in it, because it's like, you know, she's like 89, you know, so like pretty much everybody is like her as a little girl with her parents and stuff, and they're obviously dead. But we were going through this, and like she turned over the page, and she gets to this picture of this young man in First World War uniform, and I didn't actually know that I had somebody in my family who'd fought in the First World War, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's like your great Uncle Jack. Like that's him, you know, before he went off to fight." And sadly, he died at the Somme as well. So she turned the page again, and there was another person in First World War uniform, and it turned out that was his dad, who also fought in the First World War, who's my great-great-grandfather. So it kind of got me thinking, and I was reading a book at the time, and I kind of went away and read the rest of it, and felt like I had to write something kind of about it. And this is what I've come up with. Turns out there's actually 4 people who fought in the First World War from my family, and I didn't know up until, you know. The song's called All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm going to play it for Steve, because I know Steve always tells me to play it, and half the time I don't.
All quiet on the Western Front, where the wise men sing and the fragile dawn. Blue lions pulling out their guns, way down by eyes in the winter sun. And all you are dancing in the ashes, they tore you to survive. We saw through all your service medal jackets. They didn't give you the right. As all goes quiet on the Western Front tonight. quiet on the Western Front tonight. Oh, oh, knife through butter. Chosen letters from the fallen sun to the parents who had lost loved ones. Send more over when the morning comes, while you're 5 miles back from the Western Front. And all you are throwing back your glasses while they taught you how to die. And we saw through all the bullets and the scratches. It didn't give you the right. As all goes quiet on the Western Front tonight. Oh, on the Western Front tonight.
Ah, you definitely didn't start singing the second verse again there.
No. Okay, so this next song is called Fall. And this was for my season's EP, which is like the last song comes out next week, so that's exciting. And I decided that I really wanted to write a song about falling in love, but kind of not realizing that you're in love. So it's like a summer romance, and then you realize that you're in love with the person by the fall or autumn. And it's based on my own experience falling in love with my now husband, because we were best friends for years, and I totally friend-zoned him. And then he finally was like, hey, go on a date with me. And I was like, do you know what, go on then. And then here I am 9 years later, and he put a ring on it, so I don't know what happened. I was tricked, I think. No, I'm joking. So this song is about me falling in love with him, and at first being a little bit like, oh, I don't know, and then kind of making that jump from friends to dating. So hope you guys like it. And I'll dedicate it to you, you know, my lovely husband. He hates it. He's like, people don't look at me, don't. I love you.
Leaves falling from the trees, yellow, orange, and burgundy. Stroll through the autumn breeze, but summer's catching up with me. I ignored your calls and left you unread. You gave me flowers and now they're all dead. The notes you left me are gathering dust. I don't understand what I don't trust. This feeling isn't quite heartbreak, it's regret along with a dull ache. I replay every move you made, but this feeling just won't go away. How did I fall? How did I fall? How did I fall? How did I fall? You're so in love with me, I really swept you off your feet. And I know I feel the same. I was really hurting before you came. You ignored my flaws and made me forget. You held my hand through every sunset. The fears I have are dwindling away. Please understand, stay. This feeling isn't quite heartbreak, it's regret along with a dull ache. I replay every move you made, but this feeling just won't go away. How did I fall? How did I fall? I knew I'd fall. I knew I'd fall.
Oh, thank you very much. I think he likes that one. Good. In your good books again.
Would be, yeah. Oh, yes! Fabulous stuff. Yeah, again, my conquistadors of sound did some lovely stuff there. I'm running out of things to say there. No, super lovely stuff. Super lovely to be here with these guys. And kind of nice unplanned symmetry here, because I guess all of these songs are kind of about family and loved ones and stuff. This is a track I wrote recently about my son, who turned 1 at the end of February. Oh yeah, that's cool. I had this title knocking about since before he arrived, and I knew I was gonna write a song about him with this in the title. And I guess it sort of took my mother-in-law jokingly a week before he turned 1, jokingly daring me to write a song about him. And yeah, so I listened to some voice memos, found a voice memo with just these chords, and was like, right, there is the song. So this is Heavyweight Champion of My Heart.
Nothing quite so mysterious as the light behind your eyes, and every time I catch a glimpse it takes me by surprise. But I know that you'll get it right. You always speak the truth, though you never say a word. I try to make it all make sense, though it all seems so absurd. But I wanna be right there when you speak your first. We don't know where we're going, but we know where we start. The heavyweight champion of my heart. The sleepless nights spent crying, but we always put you first. Came along and changed my universe. I'm not sure if you're changing in ways that we can hardly see. The only thing I know is when you're looking up at me, I can almost see the person that you're gonna grow up to be. So much time worrying if we're doing everything right. The only thing that matters in the ups and downs of life is to never let go of your light. Well, we don't know where we're going, but we know where we start. The heavyweight champion of my heart. I'm amazed by the circumstance that put you on this earth. You came along and changed my universe. I don't know if there's a word in any language to describe this lesson in love. You taught me so much about myself. I don't think it will ever be enough. don't know where we're going, but we know where we start. The heavyweight champion of my heart. Sleepless nights and crying, but we always put you first. You came along and changed my universe. I'm amazed by the circumstance that put you on this earth. You came along and changed my universe. My universe.
This next one's my last song. I think we're down to last songs. Is that right? Yeah. So we're going round. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to say then, thank you very much for being such a kind and polite audience, and very lovely. So applaud yourselves, please. Massive thanks to the Art House, the guys working here as well. Vic, it's a massive thanks to both these guys. Steve Lowis for putting this on as well. You've still got 2 more songs after me, so I'm sure there's going to be more thanks going around. But Steve Lowis again, Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Woo, Steve, yeah. So this is my last song. So thank you very much. I have got CDs to sell. So they're £5. There's 5 songs. It'll be my EP. Yeah, you've already got it. Thanks, Ben. You can buy it again if you want. Nah. And I've also, I've got cards and things. You can find my music on Spotify, most of it anyways. Fair amount of these I haven't actually released yet, so it's quite exciting to be able to play them to people and then say, this will be out later this year. And this song is one of those that should be out later this year. It's a song which I wrote about a couple of years ago, but it's about, I spent a year in Australia when I was a bit younger, and it's about a city there. And I like to do something where I kind of hide the meanings of songs behind other things, so it's quite nice to kind of cloak it. And so it sounds like it's a song about a woman, but it's a song about a city and my experience in that city. So this song is called Adelaide, and thank you very much for having me as well.
In a castle we're under siege. Didn't mean to catch your breath. Oh, high and mighty, watching out to sea, guiding life for sailors in distress. You couldn't comment on your foreign past. If anyone would ask, you wouldn't tell. There's a preacher in the courtyard filling up on gas. You'll for the flames you lit yourself. But as the sun goes down, there's no one else around. Adelaide, Adelaide. Oh, to the angel coming out the hell, looking for the boy that cried wolf. One man's castle is another man's cell, while your idea of heaven sneaking off next door. But as the sun goes down, there's no one else around. Adelaide, Adelaide. What a price to pay, the one that got away. Adelaide, Adelaide.
very much, guys. Thank you.
That was so quick. There was smoke coming off your hand.
So nice to be a part of something so special with such brilliant musicians as well. I was thinking, in fact, going around the room, I was like, I swear there's somebody else, but Carley, Varley, and James Tattington, the Fugitive Orchestra as well. Thank you so much, guys, as well.
So guys, this is my last one too. Thank you guys so much for having me. And basically just relaying everything you just said. I'm an echo chamber now.
There's a lot of people to go and thank.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you all. It's been honestly awesome. It's so nice to actually play original stuff. I always get hella nervous whenever I play original stuff. I was saying to Rob earlier, like when you play covers, which is what I do for a living mostly, if someone don't like it, you can go, oh, that's Ed Sheeran, so whatever. Whereas when it's your songs, it's like because you spent so much time working on them and stuff. But thank you guys. And again, I'll say all my stuff is on Spotify, iTunes, and all that jazz, and relay that. I do not have CDs with me. I did not think that far ahead. Yeah, I do have cards. My lovely husband could give you a card. He's got the most gorgeous blue eyes. Feel free to check those out. He's gorgeous. I'm sorry. I love winding him up, it's great. So anyway, this song is called Dirty Laundry. I'm not airing any of mine, I swear. And has anyone here seen Vampire Diaries? My mum, brilliant. So basically, if you can't tell by the name, it's a show about vampires. And it's a really, really cool show. I recommend going to see it. And it's two of the main characters have a bit of a toxic, weird relationship. And so I was like, do you know what? I'm going to write about that. And so this is called Dirty Laundry. My family laughing at me.
I don't really know if I'm honest, feeling kinda low, but I promised I'd be flying higher than I ever had before. You're heading for the window, I'm running for the door. I think it's about time we air this dirty laundry. I think it's about time, don't you? When I'm stained, you are pained, and that's what it's come to. But then why am I still with you? I don't really know. If I'm honest, feeling kinda low, but I promised I'd be flying higher than I ever had before. You're heading for the window, I'm running for the door. I think it's about time we air this dirty laundry. It's been coming for a long time, you knew. When you lie, I just cry and I can't do this. You apologize, but do you mean it? I don't really know. If I'm honest, feeling kinda low, but I promised I'd be trying harder than I ever had before. You're heading for the window, I'm running for the door, running, running. The skeletons are dancing in the closet. They only do that when you're dishonest. The skeletons are dancing in the closet. They only do that when you're dishonest. The skeletons are dancing in the closet. They only do that when you're dishonest. But what do I know? To be honest, feeling kinda low, But you promised you'd be trying harder than you ever had before. You're heading for the window. I'm already out the door. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Loved that middle eight. That was wonderful. That was really nice. I mean, it was a lovely song. But that was wicked. That was wicked. I'm reluctant to say any thanks. Not because I don't want to say thank you to anyone, but because a lot has been said. I'd like to thank J.G. Ballard for writing the novel Crash, which has a line in it from which is where I took my alter ego. No one thanked him, did they? So, no, but seriously, this has been a really special night and a lovely opportunity for me to sit down and rest my legs while playing some music for some people. So, thank you again, Steve. Thank you very much, the Art House. Thank you to your lovely selves. Also, shout out to my lovely parents over there. I did see my mum buy the last Kit Kat muffin. I'm not assuming that she bought it for me. I might just walk over there and see the muffin case. But I'm going to say thanks in advance for giving me the hope that there is a Kit Kat muffin over there. So yeah, real pleasure. You guys have been great. This is a song called Patron Saint of a Noble Cause. It's about how selfish we all are and how we desperately try and find justifications for being so bloody selfish. I wrote this before people started hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and then price gouging those necessary essential items. So I'm quite proud, of the semi-prophetic nature of No, I mean, we're all just... the late, great comedian Bill Hicks says, human beings are a virus with shoes. And sometimes he was very right. Other times, like tonight, he was desperately wrong. So thank you for proving Bill Hicks wrong. And thanks for having me.
Start a new kind of treason. Sometimes nothing happens for a reason. There's a whisper of a promise in my blood and in my bones. These are the lies that we tell ourselves when we feel like we're alone. So redo the stitches on the emperor's clothes, lords thrown out the windows, and prophets dethroned. The truth can hurt like this aching phantom limb. Who holds the rights to original sin? 'Cause we go on, we go on, we go on, we go on until we disappear. And when there's nothing left, that's when it will all become clear. Until then, we'll break each other's hearts and fight these unjust wars. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. Let's start a new prohibition. No fear, no greed, no doubt or indecision. We chase around these fairy tales till we've no breath left to speak. And we've made our bed and we're lying through our teeth. So redo the stitches on the emperor's clothes, lords thrown out the windows, and prophets dethroned. The truth can hurt like this aching phantom limb. Who holds the rights to original sin? 'Cause we go on, we go on, we go on, we go on till we disappear. And when there's nothing left, that's when it will all become clear. Until then, we'll break each other's hearts and fight these unjust wars. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. I'm a patron saint of my noble cause. In a world of superheroes, I'll be a damsel in distress. In a life so superficial, I'll be the thing you least expect. In a world of impermanence, I'll hold on to my regrets like a badge of honor, like a flag of pride. Sleepwalking to disaster, I'll be the first to open my eyes. 'Cause we go on, we go on, we go on, we go on till we disappear. When there's nothing left, that's when it will all become clear. Until then, we'll break each other's hearts and fight these unjust wars. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. We're all patron saints of our noble cause. I'm a patron saint of my noble cause.
Give the round of applause, guys. The round of applause to Carley, Varley, and to the Fugitive Orchestra. Big on the sound desk and the art house.
Yes! Woo!
Steve Lowis, thank you so much for coming along tonight. Yes, so thank you so much for tonight. I really hope you've enjoyed the evening. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. I really thought that there would be so few people here tonight who weren't listen to live music, original live music from these artists, and Brooklyn Rock. So, like Bill said, Brooklyn Rock. So there is such shoes. I really appreciate it. I've walked away feeling so, my soul has been lifted, and
Thank you, mate. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much.
Steve! Yes! Woo!
great night.
Thanks, man. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks. Now we just get that. Round. I think we don't mind doing one more. Yeah, thanks very much. I'm gonna get a guitar pick out though. How about that? All right. Oh, take care, Andre. All the best. Take it easy. Thanks for coming, dude. Right. Right, okay, if we're doing one more round, then I have another, well, I've got plenty. Okay, but this song is called The Flower. Ben's just asked me to play it, so I'm going to play it. So I wrote this about, I was backpacking, second time, I think I was in Southeast Asia.
Oh, you're
and,
well-travelled, you are.
I know. My parents weren't happy when all my career prospects were out the window. And I was 25 and I come back and they were like, what have you got to show for yourself? And I was like, years of fruit picking. However, you know. So. Not that there's anything wrong with fruit picking, but I just don't think I could do it for my entire life. Anyways, no wonder I struggled on Tinder, thinking about it. But yeah. So this song, basically, I was in Cambodia. Now, so like my best mate, we were in Cambodia, and you can go to these, like, it's a bit of a weird place, Phnom Penh, because those of you that don't know, it feels like it's like there was a regime that took place in the late 1970s that a lot of people seem to not really, they don't really know about. At least people of my generation didn't seem to know a desperate amount about the likes of Pol Pot and what happened there. But you can go and you can visit places like the Killing Fields. It's a really happy song. The Killing Fields, and then you can go to somewhere called S21, which is, it's an old jail. It's a converted school, and we went in there, and you go around, and there was all these photos on the wall of all of these people that they arrested. And if you didn't know much about it, what they did was that certain people tended to be of education that would be arrested and then blamed for certain crimes they didn't necessarily commit. And they were forced to write and sign false confessions, and then after signing their false confession, they would be executed horribly. It was a horrible, horrible thing, and I understand why children aren't taught about it in schools, because it's not nice. And it's one of those places where you see people who have been through a lot crying just because of the experience when you go there. But there was a picture of, I don't want to call them mug shots, but there was thousands of photos of all these people they brought in, and one of them was a young woman, and her name was Bafana, and something about her picture that drew me to her. I'm not 100% sure what it was. I think it was because of just the defiance on her face. She looked more angry. Other people in the same situation looked scared and confused as to why they were there, and they didn't understand it, as I'm sure they wouldn't have done. And I think that's probably what most of us were thinking. But she looked genuinely furious, like she wasn't going to be broken. And her story it goes something along the lines of, like, she was in love with an officer of the Khmer Rouge, this regime that took over, and she had her love letters intercepted by her neighbors to him, and then essentially arrested off the back of that. And you get the impression she maybe knew what was coming to her, and so rather than just, taking torture and signing these confessions away, she wrote 12,000 pages of confessions just to stall them. Which in itself I felt was, I'm not sure whether she did it because she knew what was coming. I like to think it's because she felt like she was saving other people the pain. That's my mindset. But needless to say, she ended up tragically losing her life following this. But when she was ready, she finished her confession. And she was coincidentally killed on the same day as her husband, I think, which in a way, bittersweet way, is like a nice way to think that she wasn't alone when she went. But yeah, I went away, and some reason I thought, that's a really happy story I'm going to write a song about. But needless to say, look that up, because it's true. And there's still charities in Cambodia which are named after her, which they take money for essentially supporting women's rights in unprivileged positions. And there's certain countries in the world where obviously certain sectors of society could do with a boost. I think that's probably one. So this song is called Bafana, which translates loosely to be the flower, and yeah, it's for her.
Please say it's not the postman's fault. Blood lost in a bathroom stall. Keep it coming, not knowing what you used to have. Your best friend's back, or a heart attack. Cry now when you feel no pain. Put it down and not fading away. Your false confession, they're gonna write it anyway. So take your pen and let them break. But I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. I know what's coming next. And I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. What did I expect from you? Take me down to the Empire State. On the ground, put me on my knees. Made me think of the things I used to see. A good man's heart or a bad man's dream. How much did I get wrong? It's too late for one in four. My mother's sister, she's gonna find a bedroom door. Just a jar, ain't that a chord? But I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. I know what's coming next. And I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. What did I expect from you? Don't give up on me again. In me you've lost a friend. What were you thinking of? Do you know where you're from? But I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. I know what's coming next. And I know what's coming, and I know what's coming. What did I expect from you? You never tell the truth.
Thanks very much.
Currently, not gonna lie, I'm deciding which one to play. No, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So, this is a song that I wrote back in, I think it was like 2017. And I went through a bit of a hard time. I did an internship, and I lived with complete strangers on this internship. And they were not very nice. And unfortunately, it ended up being a horrible situation for a year. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to write a song about this. Because again, that's Taylor Swift this sitch. And so this song is called Honest Conflict. And it's about people talking about you behind your back, and you just wish that they would just have the balls to say it to your face. So if you've ever felt like that, then this is a song for you.
You wish him to know me, yet we don't speak. Your judgment is solid, yet you're not honest. 'Cause being honest leads to conflict. You need a taste of your own medicine. Prepare for a lesson. If you've got something to say, say it to my face, I'm listening. If there's something you see, come speak to me, I'm listening. I'm listening. I've heard all about me, whispers traveling, preaching love yet festering hate. You only care about what's portrayed, 'cause being honest leads to conflict. something to say. Say it to my face, I'm listening, I'm listening.
Oh, thank you very much, thank you.
Lovely stuff. Well, I was not even remotely thinking that we were going to do another song, so I've been almost not able to fully enjoy those last two songs because I've been in my own head going through my discography and shit. So they were two fantastic songs, by the way. I know it and I felt it, but not as much as I would have liked. Anyway, so yeah, this I'm gonna do this one because it's simple and I wrote it and you might like it. It's called Nostalgia Blues. I think the thing I was thinking, so this was at a time when there were a couple of tribute bands around my neck of the woods that were just getting a lot of gigs and loads of people were going to them. And I was kind of a bit cynical about why that was. And it's interesting when you look at the history of how we think about nostalgia. We actually used to think of it in terms of it being a mental illness. So you would be so fixated on the past that you would just be unwilling to live in the present. I don't think that, by the way, but so I guess this is sort of about that. But just having a bit of fun with that idea from, I think maybe what Rob was talking about earlier about these guys are getting all the opportunities that I deserve. I'm not living in the 90s, I'm living in the now, man. But these guys, with their loud clothes and their penchant for drum or bass. No, I'm kidding. And then I was visiting a friend up in London and walking through Battersea Park with this song kind of buzzing in my head. And I saw on the side of a bus this advert. Keep up with the Kardashians. Reality on demand. And then I knew that was going to be the chorus for this song. So it goes like this. So this is Nostalgia Blues. Thank you again very much for having me. Thank you so much for putting me under so much pressure that I've waffled and playing this song for you now. I also don't have any CDs, but I do have them available on my Bandcamp page, or if you go to fugitiveorchestra.com, you'll find all my stuff. And I hope you think it's made me sound taller. I tried to tap dance, but soon found I was wearing steel-toe-capped shoes. Tried playing by the rules, and yet even when I break them, it soon turns out that I lose. If I can't get out of this faded tuxedo, I'll be stuck with the nostalgia blues. My bread always lands on the buttered side, but why do I feel like I'm the only one? That by some universal conspiracy I've got less time to get all these things done. If I can't get out of this crocheted bikini, I'll be stuck with the nostalgia blues. 'Cause nostalgia is a currency we never seem to be running out of. And I always seem to be on the wrong side of the road. We've heard and we'll obey all of those adverts and the scheduled engineering work will continue as planned. And we say we want our shirts whiter than Jesus. We want our reality on demand. I've
had many tries to visualize a future in which I could be someone whom I could admire and not despise. Each time I fail and feel alone and so confused. If I can't wriggle out of this constricting kimono, I'll be stuck with the nostalgia blues. 'Cause nostalgia is a currency we never seem to be running out of. And I always seem to be on the wrong side of the road. We've heard and will obey all of those adverts, while the scheduled engineering work continues planned. And we sing one-our shirts whiter than Jesus. We want our reality on demand. Thank you very, very much. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thank you, guys.